Okay, I have Monday's whiskey in a glass, slowly opening up, while I will do the Sunday whiskey in the meantime while I wait for this to open up because it's really old. But I will get back to that. You'll see the whole video tomorrow. The first part that I've already recorded and the second part that will be recorded after this one. Right now, I have a sample, as this is Sample Sunday. I don't know if you can read what it says on there. Yes, it's Redbreast 21-year-old, 46% ABV, generously donated by my friend, the Malt Muser, Eric. Eric and I have been exchanging some samples lately, and I have another one for him coming up soon, or I will be sending him another one soon, another box full of samples. Or shall we say, I will be making them find their way to him. This is the 21-year-old Redbreast. I've never had 21-year-old Redbreast, but I have had the 12-year-old Redbreast. I have had the 12-year-old Cask Strength Redbreast, which is really wonderful. The 15-year-old Redbreast was my 2020 Whiskey of the Year. So this is something that I have been looking forward to. But I didn't want to spend the exorbitant amounts of money that this stuff costs in liquor stores on Vancouver Island. Anything 18 years old or over is just ridiculously expensive, especially when it comes from Scotland or Ireland. So I have this strong tendency to leave those on the shelf and run away when I see them. What do I get here? This may take some time to open up as well, but I am getting sherry. What kind of sherry, I'm not sure. Probably there's some Oloroso in there. There might be some Pedro Jimenez, but I'm not entirely sure. What does the bottle of the 15 say? If we can use the 15 as a guide, it says here, matured in the finest oak casks, Irish distillers, Middleton Distillery, Middleton, County Cork. Okay, so we know it all comes from Middleton. This one's also 40% alcohol by volume. Unique among whiskeys, Redbreast is single pot still Irish whiskey comprising exclusively of pot still whiskeys which have been triple distilled and matured in oak casks for not less than 15 years. But it doesn't say which oak casks. On this side, uncompromising dedication to quality and to enduring tradition of Irish pot still whiskey is the hallmark of Redbreast. Okay, we know that. So it would probably say the same thing on the 21-year-old bottle. And you know what? This one is getting low. The level's about here. It's not going to take long before that'll be gone. Sadly. But now, we are focused on this 21-year-old. Right away, I'm getting some of that unmalted barley. I don't know what you can call it. Sweetness, dryness. It's kind of a tangy, hard to describe thing that the unmalted barley gives to the whiskey, an added dimension on top of the malted barley. Uh, maybe a little bit spicy, but not spicy to the extent of the way a rye would be. Yes, this definitely has that unmalted barley spiciness. And it has a freshness coming from the sherry. So what was it? Oloroso, Pedro Jimenez. Was it Fino sherry? We know it's sherry. The finest oak casks. It does smell wonderful. It smells of dark ripe fruits. Fruits and berries, along with that spiciness from the unmalted rye, not rye, but unmalted barley. Now, I don't know how long this bottle had been open. I don't know what the fill level was, but I'm just guessing that Eric would have given it to me at its prime. I'm sending him a sample of the 15-year-old. Least I can do. Along with a bunch of other samples. This does smell wonderful. Now, my nose might not be so quick on the uptake tonight for one simple reason. I was sleeping in my taxi last night, and this girl came along and tapped on the window, knock, 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 woke me up. And so I rolled down the window, and she says, "Can I get a ride?" Yeah, okay. There's nobody else around anywhere, but I'm sleeping in my taxi, and I haven't had anything happen for about an hour, and she wants a ride. So I take her to the homeless shelter, which used to be a hotel, but now it's a homeless shelter. And as I dropped her off, she paid me in cash, and I'm filling in the paperwork. And then this guy is outside the cab looking in like this. So I rolled down the window. I said, "Well, what's up?" He says, "Can I get a ride?" Yeah, okay, all right. So he gets in the back, and he whistles, and this dog gets in and sits between his knees. And I say, "Hey, buddy, I'm allergic to dogs." He says, "Oh, he won't be a problem. He'll just sit right here between my knees." It's like he didn't get the point. Well, as soon as we didn't drive far, but his dog stuffed up my nose. And after he was gone, I took off the mask and I sneezed a couple times. And when I woke up this afternoon, my nose was running. I know it wasn't from COVID. I'm going to have to put a beep over that word I used earlier. Sorry. So anyway, because my nose was running in the last 24 hours, it might not be functioning at its optimum. But this is smelling nice. I'm getting some hints of dark chocolate as well as the fruits and the spice from the unmalted barley. And yeah, I know I'm taking a while to nose this because it takes a while. I know it's only a sample. And if I had a whole bottle, I would give it much more time. And if I like this a lot, I might end up buying a whole bottle. Just because I know where I can get one. But it is expensive. It's like $300. Around here, 300 Canadian dollars. That's not cheap. That's just a bit less than what I paid for this 43-year-old Canadian Club Chronicles. But I digress. I'm going to have to taste this. Wow! Oh, this is, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There's a big note of blackberry on the palate. Blackberry, blackberry, blackberry. Oh, you know what this tastes like? It tastes like a liquid version of blackberry lifesavers. My favorite flavor of lifesavers ever. You know those little candies that come in like a donut-shaped candies, and they come in a roll that's about that thick or that long and about that big around. And these lifesaver candies, that was my favorite, the blackberry flavor. Oh, man, this is, oh my goodness. When people said that the 21-year-old Redbreast is in a league of its own, and leaps and bounds better than the 15 or the 12, you know, on the nose, you get some sherry, you get some berry, you get the spice from the unmalted barley. But once again, here we go. There's going to be an explosion in my mouth. Oh, oh. That blackberry flavor, it's almost so good as to make me cry. This is just fantastic. And you get the malted barley and the unmalted barley, but this is just truly amazing. This is a sherry maturation experience that, like, unlike any other I've ever had. This is just wonderfully, thank you, Eric. I think I'm going to get my own bottle of this because this is just so sheeting action, large drops hanging on, slow secondaries at 46% ABV. Wow, big drops hanging on the side of the glass. Marvelous. There's no legs, there's just big drops hanging on the side of the glass. Look at that. Oh, this is a champion whiskey. This is one of the best, most satisfying, most wonderful tasting whiskeys I have ever had. Oh. Oh. Even the nose, just the nose now that I've had it, now that I've had a couple good swallows of this. It doesn't need any water. It's perfect as is at 46% IBV. It is just awesome. Oh. Without a doubt, the best Irish whiskey I have ever had. Bar none. And there's more going on the finish. There's more going on. There's another sweetness coming in. It's almost tropical. It's like mangoes. Yeah, mangoes. Mangoes on the finish. Oh. This is impossible to top. This is just marvelous. This is just such an excellent whiskey. Oh. Now I can die. Now I have experienced the ultimate in whiskey for me to this point in my life. Now I can die saying that I have had my ultimate whiskey experience. And I don't say that lightly, as I've had many whiskey experiences. But this is worth buying a bottle. This may be worth buying 2 bottles. I am a fan of Redbreast, and this has really cemented my fandom, I guess you call it. What does our cheers thing say? Quick and to the point. Prost.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.